Hey friends, welcome to my page DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Tuesday! How is everybody? Hope your day went well yesterday. Ours went very good. Got everything done. Our craft show is all set up, ready to go. I actually have one crafter coming in on Thursday to bring her stuff because she is on vacation and gets back real soon. So I get there 4 hours early, so there's plenty of time for her to get it done. Her booth is pretty quick. So anyways, we're going to make a fun Harvest Blessings sign. We've sold a bunch of these kits, so I wanted to show you how to create it. I will be trying to catch up with the Christmas and July kits, but you know, little by little. And I did get my Chocator snowman, so maybe we can do that tomorrow. I just want to base coat the I don't think that it was painted white, the snowman. I don't want you to sit there and watch me do that, so I'll base coat all the pieces. So how is everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing good. Here is our fun project. I'm going to go ahead and switch to that and turn it around. We will be putting raffia and on here and then hanging it with jute. I'm going to plug in my glue gun right now so I don't forget that. Go ahead and say hello so that I know you're here. And if you are coming back and watching the replay, just put #replay so that I know you were here to see us. I know sometimes my time is not perfect for everybody. So if you watch the replay, we are so happy that you are able to do that. Let me put myself in the corner. I had to reset my iPad this morning. It's always something, isn't it? Always something. All right, we are going to speckle this when we're all done. So anyways, we're going to paint this and I'll have another thing done and you guys will have this done so that you know how I painted it. Trying to connect with my comments. It's not wanting to, but let me go ahead and share the VIP group. Maybe there aren't any comments. Oh, there they are. All of a sudden, there they are. Okay, well, let me go ahead and share this to VIP group. Oh my goodness, guys. I was so tired last night. I ate and then I rested for a little bit, but then I did work on some stuff. I am getting a few things painted. I do have some things to get done for one of my customers requested stuff. So I'm trying to get it done. I'm trying. Let me check out comments here. Hi Carrie, how are you? Hi Sandy, thanks for sprinkling. Hi Laura, thanks for sprinkling. Hi Lynn, I know, I wish you were closer too. It really is a great show. Hi Doris, my sister, how are you? Hi Lori, good morning. Hi Janine, hello, good morning. Okay, we're gonna be painting this Harvest Blessing sign. I have many of you who have purchased this, and I want to show you how to do this. So let's get started. Let me get my board. My board has some stuff on it. Oh my goodness. There's little pieces of jute on it. And raffia. Yeah, the tape grabs everything. When I throw stuff in the trash, it doesn't always make it into the trash. It attaches to the board. Yikes. Oh my goodness, guys. I have my appointment this morning and I have my recheck for my blood clot in my leg. And I'm hoping everything goes well with that and that I will be off the medication soon, but it's hard to know. I've been reading up on it and sometimes it takes longer than the 3 months. So we'll see. I'm going to listen to my doctors and do exactly what they say because I don't want any problems with it. Okay, that's way too far out. Hello. Okay. A little bit further in. Not that far, Darlene. Okay. Okay, perfect. Hi, Alice. How are you? Good morning. Okay, we're going to go ahead and paint this. We're going to put all our pieces up here. There is our backer, and let's just dissect this. Okay, so let's put our words down here. Harvest Blessings. Those are going to be in red. So like, I think we're going to use alizarin crimson. It's like a deep red. So those are our words. And we'll just take apart one by one. Okay, our top part, I'm going to do that. I'm going to water down, no, I have it right here already, watered down milk chocolate for that. And then I have the little button that's going to be my burnt umber. Okay, I have my 2 leaves. The green is going to be, oh, I grabbed avocado. That's not the color I meant to grab. I meant to grab this one. But there's hardly anything in it. We'll just use avocado. I would normally use Hauser medium green. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Darlene Barr. Good morning, guys. We are dissecting our little sign here so we can paint it. I'm going to move these guys over. Maybe I can squish something up in here. Let's get our sunflower in there. We have the back part, so we're going to paint the crow on this. That's going to be black. And then we have all of our pieces. We have the stem. Okay, that's going to be brown, just like the center of the sunflower. I try to group things together if I can. I can go in further than that. Gosh, I feel like I adjusted it once and then I don't know what happened. Let me just move that whole thing. Go up. I like to get as close as I can. 92 degrees for the week. Supposed to be Michael McMillan. This I'm not sure what that means. What is Michael McMillan? Is that a singer? Okay, I'm gonna put all my pieces. These are all spiced pumpkin. All right, and the backer, I'm gonna do light buttermilk. Okay. So, hey Cheryl, how are you? Good morning. We are doing our Harvest Blessing sign. I have a lot of people that purchased it, and we just need to get that painted. Let me see what our weather is today. It is 60 currently, and our high is going to be only 85. So we have good weather, guys. Come see us. Come see us because our weather is really good right now. It's not too hot. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? Getting our Harvest Blessing sign painted. I can use more fall stuff in my booth. I thought I had a bunch of boxes of fall stuff in my trailer. Evidently, I don't. So I'm going to be painting a lot of fall stuff. I guess we must have sold a lot. I honestly don't remember because I'm thinking, what was my last fall show? Well, it would have been my show at Thanksgiving last year that I sold fall stuff the last time. And I do remember when we put everything away that I didn't have that many boxes left over. And I don't remember if I did a little sale. This is just light buttermilk. I don't remember if I did a sale after that because some of the times last year after my craft shows were over, I did little clearance sales and got all of the extra stuff gone. But I'm kind of thinking at Thanksgiving, I just sold a ton of things and didn't have much left over. And then I had one show after that. I had a show in December. So I'm thinking that last year was a pretty good year for craft shows because I don't have very much Christmas left over. I have some ornaments and I had a few Christmas standards, and then I have just a few signs, Christmas signs. But I did have a few things that I marked down. So remember I told you that I was taking all my craft supplies to mark them down. The things that I didn't use, all the extra ribbon, paint, and miscellaneous stuff that I had wanted this, wanted that. I sold a lot already. It's crazy. It's crazy how much I sold because my crafter friends, they snatched things up. So Judy and I sat there and we bagged stuff. I must have had, well, I don't know how many bins I had, probably 8 big, large plastic bins full of miscellaneous stuff. And four bins full of just paint. Come on, I know you have it in you. I know you have it in you. I'm just gonna leave it upside down. This one is True Okra. Okay, So we sat there and we bagged and tagged. So I just put a whole bunch in Ziploc bags, the large Ziploc bags, and we mark it $1, $1, $1, $1. So lots and lots of my crafter friends that were setting up their booth, they start shopping. They started shopping in the area, in the craft shop area, which is so funny because it's like one man's junk is another man's treasure. And it's so true, guys. It is so true. So anyways, a lot of it was sold. Probably a third of what I had there is already sold. So yeah, the entire back of my truck bed was completely full of the boxes. And yeah, and then a couple of boxes inside the truck. So yep, crazy. All my extra napkins, you know how we used to do the napkin art, we'd separate it and Mod Podge it. And then all the tissue paper, when we did the one monthly boxes and we put the cute tissue paper in them last year, all of that extra tissue paper, you know, I just bagged up everything. I'm like, it just has to go. It has to go. Has to get out of here. So yes, crazy. Hi Julie, how are you? Very hot and humid. Oh, in Georgia. Oh my goodness. Ellen says it's supposed to be 105 in Connecticut. Boy, that is hot. You guys, how come it's cooler here? It is just, it is nice where, and I'm inland, so it's probably going to only be 75 at the ocean. Yeah, it's probably not going to be that hot. Come to San Diego. It is nice here. Yeah, Karen, you don't know how that got in there. It's supposed to be Michigan. That's funny. It's you're auto-correct. Instead of Michigan, it said Michael McMillan. That's funny. Oh my goodness. It had a mind of its own this morning, didn't it? So this is spiced pumpkin. Getting all the pieces done. We will be speckling this. We use the toothbrush to do that. If you don't know how to speckle, then you want to hang on and learn how to do that. That's when we put the little dots on it. You know, you use the little toothbrush and put a little bit of water and then paint and then water and tap the toothbrush on a piece of paper towel and then run your finger along the edge of it and you speckle it. So yeah, that's how it works. Okay, I do have my appointment this morning. So this project is actually a pretty quick one because I will be going and having my recheck and hopefully they'll have good news for me. Oh, Julie, it's supposed to be 100 degrees where you're at. Oh my goodness. Oh, yes. Well, I guess it is still summer. Okay, so this is burnt umber. Gotta get our burnt umber on here. Yeah, the craft show turned out really nice. Everybody's booth looks good. My food people, I didn't show all of the food people, like my people that have jam and have the candied pecans, they covered their whole booth up. I think because they don't want people snatching them. And I don't blame them because we do have people that will, you know, they'll grab a few baked goods to eat while they're setting up. And I always worry that they're not going to pay. I think they do pay, but you know, I always worry about that. So the jam person and the pecan person, their tables were just covered, so you didn't see that. And then my baked good person, my regular one that has all the breads and cookies and brownies and cakes, she'll be bringing those in on Thursday. And then also we have a new food person that she has a variety of things. I can't wait to see everything that she has. I honestly don't know what all she's going to end up with because she has some things that I really don't even, I don't know. I'm not sure of the whole list. So I'm excited. I'm excited though. So, oh, let's see. Laura says yesterday was 95 in Wisconsin. Today is supposed to be storm and cool down. We'll see. It feels very humid. Yes, I bet it will be really humid before it's all done, huh? Hi, Marilyn. It's supposed to be in the high 80s on Friday. Today with the heat index 105. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a little hot for me. Okay, so this is avocado, but I would use medium Hauser green. I just happened to grab this color. So, yep. The button, I forgot to do the button. It's burnt umber. And then I'm going to do the words I'm going to do them with, what color did I pick? I picked a deep red. Alizarin crimson. Okay, we're going to get all of our first coats on. Where's another paintbrush? Come on. I didn't get out enough. I know there's another one in there somewhere. I just know it. Somewhere. I don't want to have to run and grab one. Come on, where are you? Oh, there's one. There's one. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Hey. How you doing? Okay, I'm going to put some paint over here. Hey, Denise. Good morning. We are getting this Harvest Blessing sign painted. Getting it done pretty quickly. Doesn't take a long time. I'll put 2 coats of paint on it. We'll ink it. We'll assemble it. Oops. Darlene, be careful. Don't get it in the center part. Oh my goodness. I was pretty tired yesterday. Lots of steps in. And you guys, guess what? I weighed myself today. I have lost another 5 pounds. Yay! Not to brag or anything, but I actually have been trying. Okay, so I have been not eating sweet stuff. I did actually cheat last week. I did cheat, but I didn't have stuff in between. Okay, so I'm being really good, but this morning I'm like, I should weigh myself because we walked 16,000 steps the other day, and then 12,000 steps. Yesterday was only 8,000 steps because we were sitting a lot of the time. But yeah, I lost another 5 pounds. It may not be showing yet, but I can kind of feel it in my jeans. They feel looser. So yeah, I was really excited. And also the fact that I'm going to the doctor today, so I wanted to weigh myself so that I can check our scale on their scale. So I figured that I would the only thing I'm going to eat is I drank my coffee, and that doesn't weigh that much. So I'll probably go to the bathroom before I leave, and that will take the weight of the coffee, right? So yeah, 5 more pounds. I just have a lot more to go. But I'm really not trying, but we are walking every single day. We did not walk the dogs last night because when I came home, I think my husband was already tired by the time I got home, but we had been walking every single day, and it makes a difference just getting out there, doing those things, and then watching what I'm eating. Yep. So happy about that. Yay, no potato chips. I love my potato chips, but I haven't been buying them. I've been doing really good. So yay! 5 pounds, 5 pounds, 5 pounds. We'll just get it gone, you know. So happy girl. Happy about that. I kind of like this see-through. I'm gonna leave this like that. I kind of like it like that. We're gonna be speckling it, so that's not gonna matter. I think we'll just leave that. We're gonna leave this. I need to do second coats on things. So yeah, I'm excited. I'll take 5 here, 5 there, and we'll just keep going, guys. It's a struggle. It really is a struggle. And, you know, for me, it's been a lot of mine, I think, has been emotional type weight gain. I don't think it's because I eat more. I think it's because emotionally I was pretty messed up from when we lost Chloe. And me and my husband talked about that the other day, about our weight and our mental health and all of that after losing Chloe and never finding her, that you know, it really suffered. Both of us suffered greatly. So we are talking about things like possibly, instead of having our trailer, because he said he will never take another dog out to the desert, and I can't go to the desert with him and leave the dogs at home. And we don't have a dog sitter. We need one. We need a dog sitter who will come and babysit my dogs for a weekend so I can go to the desert with my husband. Anyways, he's talking about a motorhome, and they have you ever seen in a motorhome how they have the fences right inside? So you walk into the motorhome, and the first little area, we have a fence now, like a gate, a baby type gate in our front entryway, so the dogs cannot just run outside. we were talking about getting one of those in a motor and getting a motorhome. And traveling a little bit at some point, because he's like, do you think that would work and we could just take all the dogs? And I'm like, yeah, I have seen where people have used those gates and it has worked great for them. So I'm kind of thinking that he's trying to think of other things to do, because going to the desert was his thing, and he loved going out there with the dune buggy, but he also doesn't like just going out there by himself without me going. Because I used to go and at least I'd keep him company. And now he feels like he has no one. He goes out there. Everybody has their family, their grandkids, and he can't even take a dog. He can't. He used to take Molly. Many years ago, he would just take Molly down there, our bulldog. Remember that? Yeah. So let's see. Thank you. Thanks, Deborah. I am trying. So I'm just going to keep going. On the weeks of craft shows, I usually will lose a couple of pounds because I don't eat during the show. I like on setup day last week, on Saturday, on the weekend, I got up a little bit later than I should have, and then I had to clean up messes that the puppies had made, and I got coffee. I raced out the door. I didn't eat all day. So I did my 16,000 steps. So I know I lost a pound that day. If I can go to bed hungry, that's a good thing. That means I might lose some weight overnight, right? Okay, let's dry all this, and then I got to do my details. I got to do my beak and my eyeball on my little crow. So I know, yeah, 5 pounds here, 5 pounds there. Well, it will all. I still have lots. I have a long ways to go. I still have 45 more pounds that I want to lose. So yeah, I'd be happy with 45 more. Yeah. A few here, a few there. Yeah, the last few years have not been kind to me. Yeah. But we all go through struggles in our times in life where we are going to weigh more and gain weight and go through those mental struggles. But you guys have all been here for me. See, you guys are the only reason I stayed sane through all of this. Talking every day about stuff, and you guys listening to me cry and all of that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sometimes you got to do it. Okay, that's still wet. Let me just, hey Sylvia, how are you? Oh, you woke up tired. I know, it was a long day, wasn't it? But everything looks great. Sylvia's booth looks wonderful. Come see us if you're in the area. If you're in the next county, just come see us. We are happy to have anyone come from. Some people come from Yuma, some people drive from LA. Yeah, they drive a long distance to come see us at our craft show. It's a good one. It's really a good craft show. So it is worth the drive. So, yeah, 5 pounds here, 5 pounds there. We're just going to keep going. Here's the funny thing. I actually had somebody mention to me on Sunday. She said, I can see that you've lost some weight. I'm like, really? I didn't know that anybody could see, but yeah, she could tell I'd lost, and I'm like, oh, I actually when I got back, and I had gained a lot of weight. So when I got back from Africa, I was really sick with the COVID and couldn't eat. I was like, nothing sounds good. I don't want to eat anything. I lost 19 pounds during that couple of weeks. Yeah. So that was good. I needed to. Okay, let me dry this and then we're going to ink everything. I know. I love the show. It's a great show. It really is. This show has been going on forever. I think 39 years. I'll have to ask Judy. Because when we have our 40-year anniversary date, I think that will be next year, we should do like some type of giveaways every hour on the hour. Have like a 40-year anniversary of the show. That would be a lot of fun. That would be fun. Okay, let's take all this off. It's all dry. And we'll ink the edges. We'll glue it together. We'll speckle it. Yeah, I'll speckle it before I put that final button on because the jute or the raffia goes under that. So, all right, let me just make sure there isn't any paint on the back of this and I mess it up. I kind of just want to assemble it, make sure it looks good. Yeah, we have really good crafters. I'm really happy. I'm happy that I was able to take over this show and it didn't just go bye-bye. There are a lot of shows that have just gone by the wayside and no one had the opportunity to take it over. So I am happy that I was able to do that. And Judy, the one that I purchased the show from, is also still doing this show and is mentoring me. We went around and we put signs out. I don't know if you knew that, Sylvia, but we got signs out here and there. More signs than we've ever had out, which is good. We'll see if the city takes them down. That's always been the problem, is that the city likes to take down signs. So City of La Mesa is not kind. It's not like down in Chula Vista where I can go and put out 30 signs and I only lose 5 of them. We only put out 5 signs yesterday. We'll probably lose at least 1 or 2 of those. So the less you eat, the more you gain. But then, dealing with all the pain in your life. Yes, no, I understand that. It is hard because I honestly, I don't eat very much ever. And I say that, I'm like, why do I gain weight? But it's because your body starts to store all that. So I've been focusing on protein. So my sister, when we went to Catalina, my sister said that she cooks her eggs in the microwave. And I was like, what? How do you do that? And she said, yeah, in a bowl. And then she doesn't dirty a pan. And I was like, oh my gosh, what a great concept. I didn't even know you could cook eggs in the microwave. How old am I? And I'm just learning these things. So I have been cooking eggs with cheese in the microwave and then putting a little bit of salsa on it. Instead of having oatmeal, I'll substitute it like probably half of the days of the week. I will do that. Okay, I need to do a little bit of detail on this sunflower with, I'm going to use a Q-tip and add a little bit of inking on there. So I'm just inking all the edges. If you've never seen me do this, if you're new, this is the ink pad that I use. You can purchase this from Amazon. Okay, Memento Luxe. If you search Memento Luxe, and then Espresso Truffle is the color. So, oh, perfect. Thanks, Sylvia. We'll take all of that you can, all the advertising that we can get, we will take. I'm always really grateful when people do that. I have it set up as an event, and as Sylvia knows, I am continually deleting people that say that they're in charge of the craft show and they want to take people's money. Gosh, people are evil. There are a lot of evil people out there that will try to scam people out of money for the show. It does happen. So a very good friend of mine and a bunch of her friends fell for that. Darlene Keegan and a bunch of her friends fell for that as show up in the LA type area, somewhere up there. And it was not a small show. I mean, I think it was a couple $100 for the show. And they found out that there was not a show there. There wasn't even a show there. Somebody just made it up. They made it up completely. So be careful out there. If you want to be in a craft show, make sure that you actually talk to somebody, a friend that's been in the craft show, get a reference, go to the craft show, talk to the show promoter, or just get their information so that you can talk to them after the show. Sometimes during the show is hard. I have people, they will actually bring in pictures or bring in product to show me, and it's not the right time. It's really hard during the show to stop what you're doing. You're helping customers and somebody wants to show you what they make. Sometimes it's just not the right time. But anyways, make sure that they're not scammers when you're doing that. Okay, I'm probably going to put some lines going down, just kind of do that. We are going to speckle this. Okay, so I'm just inking all my edges. I just run the ink pad along there. This ink pad does last quite a long time. So, and I do purchase, they do have re-inkers so that you can add more ink, the little bottles. I do purchase those. Okay, obviously part of this is going to be covered up, but I'm just putting a few swipes here and there, make it look a little more rustic. All right, now we're going to start gluing. It took 7 months to lose 9 pounds. Yeah, you know, but it is hard. It is hard sometimes, really is difficult. So, hi Deb, how are you, sister? Hope you had a great day yesterday. I'm going to get out this for my letters. I need something to put some glue in for the letters, and I have a little sponge to use with that, and also this part. Okay, so the only thing I'm not gluing together is the button, because I will be putting raffia on it. We want to speckle it before we do all of that. Okay, harvest blessings, not blessings, harvest. I have glued things together wrong. Last year I had an ornament that I glued the wrong thing at the top. So I think I just ended up tossing it. It wasn't even worth trying to fix it. Yep. Okay, so let's just get that in place first, and then let's get our pumpkin on there. I can put glue directly on here and put my little pumpkin things. Yeah, tomorrow I think we will do our little snowman. I got my snowman kit from Chocature. So there is not a stencil that goes with it. You just paint the snowman and then you use patterns for all the other stuff. So that will be kind of fun to do. Okay, that goes in the center. Okay, and then this. All right, and then which one's next? I think this one's next. Okay, and then this one. And then this one. And then this one. All right, perfect. Perfect, guys. Let me just make sure it's all squished together. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, so let's get those letters on there. And I'm going to give you the link. Let me give you the link to this. Slower the better. Yeah, exactly. No, I agree. I agree, Cheryl. Yeah, the slower the better. And it's harder when you aren't as tall. It's a little bit harder to lose that too. And we've talked about that. You know, my sister's shorter than average, and so it is harder when you are shorter, because when you gain weight, it looks like a lot more weight. You know, do you guys understand what I mean by that? 5 pounds looks like 10 or even 15 pounds on someone. I was talking to Tara about that about Kaylin, my granddaughter. I'm trying to find the fall section. Hello. There it is. Okay, I'm trying to find this. So for her, she's full grown. She has not grown in a very, very long time. So we think that Kaylin is her full height now. She is a freshman, and she is 4'11". She's the same height as my sister, and it's hard because she has started snacking a lot, and so Tara doesn't want to say anything. She doesn't want to cause her to have an eating disorder. You know, that's never fun. So, but she's like, you have to watch out what you're eating. So when you're shorter, it's hard because you do gain weight quicker. Well, the 5 pounds will look like 10 pounds on you. So yeah, it is difficult. Harvest, but and the older that we get, like our age, our metabolism has slowed down a lot. But walking, I find walking is a great thing for me. I can walk and walk and walk. If I had to sit there and exercise for an hour, that might be difficult, but walking, I can walk forever. I love to walk. So just getting in lots of steps every day, I think has really helped me. The craft shows are always busy, you know. I mean, gosh, the first day I really didn't sit down much until the very end of the day. I was go, go, go from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then yesterday, I did sit while I was tagging everything, but I still got in a decent amount of steps. Okay, harvest blessings. Okay, so the leaves go at the top like this together. Okay, so they're like this, and then the button will go in the center and raffia, but we're gonna speckle all of this. Have you heard anything about next month's kit yet? Oh, hang on one second. Let's see. Do you find that people aren't buying home decor as much with the price of food? No, they're actually spending. I haven't found that at all, because our customers budget their craft expenses. They are still spending a ton. The craft shows that people have had during the summer have been really good. I don't find that our sales are down at all. Okay, I have to line this up. Okay, so my craft kit, are you talking about my craft kit for next month? Is that the one you're talking about? Or are you talking about Chocateur? I do know what the monthly kit's going to be. I'll show you that tomorrow. I actually have that. I do have the monthly kit. Are you talking about my monthly kit that I have, Julie? The club, yes. So the club is, yeah, I'll show it to you. I don't have it in here right now. Sorry. Oh, I forgot to do the little lines. Let me grab a Q-tip and do that. Seems like everybody's getting the shot. See, I won't do the shot because in my mind, the reason I won't do the shot, and my stepdaughter has done the shot, and her sister. Okay, so, and they have done wonderful with the shot. And I have a friend that did the shot, and she did great. I won't do it because I won't put stuff like that into my body, because I have all the side effects. and I would rather lose everything the correct way. You know, I know people that were on the shot for their diabetes, before it was discovered that it was a weight loss thing. They were actually on it for their diabetes, and they lost weight. So, and they're still on it. Here we are 2 years later, and they haven't had any of those side effects, but I'm one of those that would have them. So I'm just trying to do things the right way. If the shot is helping you and that's what you needed, I'm so happy that you're able to do that. I just worry about the supposed side effects that are out there. You know, my stepdaughter has lost a ton of weight, and her sister also on it. And I'm so happy for them because they needed to. Their health was at risk, and so they desperately needed to. So I'm glad they're able to do that. I just won't do it. You wish you could walk more with the pain. Yeah. Oh gosh, you did have the trial spine stimulator put in. Oh, nice. I hope that works for you, Stephanie. I wonder if you could you just do swimming? I know it's hard if you don't have a pool by you. But swimming is like one of the best things for you if you know, because you don't have, it's non-weight bearing, but you have to have a pool by you or know someone that has a pool. Okay, I'm going to put this up here. We're going to speckle. We are going to speckle this. I have my toothbrush, but I want to cover my area because I don't want this to all be speckled. All right. It's hard because you have to do the things, you know, you have to, you know what, we know what we need to do, and sometimes we just can't do them physically. Sometimes we can't do them, and sometimes our brains we just can't we just can't get there. So little steps at a time, you know, all you can do, you just do little steps at a time. So that's what I say. Just a little bit here, a little bit there. I did try chair yoga, and then I didn't continue, and I thought it was really fun. I actually was sore from doing chair yoga. I have it on my phone. I should continue it, but I just didn't do it. It's like, why, Darlene? Why do I have this mental block on doing those things? Okay, I tapped. I put my toothbrush in the water. tapped it on the paper towel, put it in the paint, tapped on the paper towel, put it in the water, tapped on the paper towel, tap, tap, tap. And I'm going to run my finger along the back and let's see what size little dots we're going to get. We just want little speckles on here, guys. Not great big speckles. Okay, and I'm just going to do black. Sometimes I'll do black and white, or I'll just do white. But I want black on this one. And then we'll glue on the raffia after we dry this. Okay, that's probably enough. Okay, I'm going to find a paper towel for my finger. Wipe that off. All right, let's dry this. Let's dry. You were on the Shop for Diabetes. Yes, and you did lose some weight, but insurance quit paying. Yes, yeah, once it was in range. I understand that. So, and some people are lucky because their insurance has paid for it for a long time. And I do know people that pay out of pocket. I know crafters that pay out of pocket for it, and it works for them. So there's nothing wrong with that. If you are losing weight and you're getting healthy, that's a good thing. So I know people that have lost basically their whole, like a whole person from being on it, and they've kept it off. So one of my crafters, and she was on it for diabetes, and she basically has lost an entire person, 100+ pounds, and she's kept it off for 2 years. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm going to dry it a little bit more, but let's get this out of the way. Let's bring in our raffia. Let's bring in our jute. We're going to put jute at the top, but let me just dry it just a touch more. You don't have a pool and don't, so, oh yeah, Johnny, that, oh yeah, that's, yeah, I can understand that. I understand that. Yep. Totally understand that. I recently got one of those little twist things. Have you seen them? You stand on it and you twist at the waist. You move your arms and twist at the waist, and you can lift weights at the same time. I've only done it a few times. I have a problem with that. I don't follow through. I don't follow through. Friend of yours did one of the shots and her bones were very, very fragile. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I worry about things like that because I'm one of those that usually have all the side effects. So I have to be really careful, but I do know people that have done really well and that needed to do it because that was their only option. And that was what helped them get to that point. And now they can just eat healthy and keep it off. So yeah, that's, I don't ever want to talk bad about people doing the right thing for their body. If that's what the doctor gives them and tells them to try it, then that's what they need to do. But it's not for everybody. It's not. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, my stepdaughter is actually coming down. Oops, this is a little crooked. Guess what? Just barely. Oh well. Who's gonna notice, right? My stepdaughter is coming down for her 40th birthday. Can you believe that? My stepdaughter's gonna be 40. So she's gonna go to Disneyland. But I am still on the blood thinners. I can't go on any rides. I don't know that we're gonna drive up there because it is crazy. You guys know, if you've been to Disneyland, it is crazy up there. I'm going to take 2 strands of this raffia stuff, and I'm going to make a pretty decent sized bow on there. Okay, so, do I want it like that? Let's see. I'm going to just try it and see, because I kind of want these to be longer than what I did before on the other pumpkins yesterday. All right. Good morning, Holly. How are you? This is really cute, huh? So a lot of people have already purchased it. I did give you the link up there. It is in the fall section on our Shopify website. Don't forget to grab your coupon for your discount over in the VIP group. Let me give you the VIP group. If people are new, you want to go to the VIP group, there is a coupon pinned at the top for our website. Okay, so you definitely want to use that. Okay, about like that. I think I want it to be that long. Yeah, I maybe not quite that long. That's pretty long. We'll trim it just a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right, perfect. Let me grab the glue gun. Let's glue this on. I don't usually use hot glue very often, and you do have to be careful. If you do craft shows outside, your hot glue will come off. You got to be careful about that. Even though this is the Gorilla Glue sticks, also known as the Tiger Glue. Remember what I called it? The Tiger Glue sticks. Okay, I'm going to glue that on there. So yeah, this is the only time I use hot glue. I don't glue these together with hot glue. It won't last, okay? So if somebody puts this on their front door, this could potentially pop off if it got really hot. Anything that's hot glued on. I did a craft show in Pine Valley, and it was 4th of July, and it was many moons ago when my kids were little, and all of my angels fell apart. Pretty soon the bodies were on the ground and the wings were the only thing up on the display. Yep, because the hot glue just reheated and fell apart. Okay, look at how cute this is. I think it's adorable. You got your order yesterday. Yay! Okay, guys, let me put you up to myself. I'll show you this. I do have my appointment this morning, so I am kind of in a hurry. Got a couple of things to do for work before I go. Look how cute this is. I think it's adorable. Harvest blessings. Yep, we're headed towards fall. Even though it doesn't feel like it outside, we're almost into August, and that's when it starts to get fallish around here. All right, there you go, guys. I hope you love it. I love it. I think it's cute. So I'll probably have Tara make some more because I like things like that for my craft show. They sell well. Things like that, I sell them for $19.95. Okay, so that's what I sell them for at my craft show. They probably would sell for $24.95. But that's what I sell them for at my show because that's the price that works for me. Here in San Diego, there's a lot of craft shows, and so pricing can be more competitive. But all right, hope you have a fantastic day. It's Tuesday. I will see you tomorrow. I'll be here Wednesday, Thursday. I'm not even going to try to be here on Friday. It's too hard. I have to be at the craft show at 8, and I don't want to stress over it. All right, I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Love you all so much.